If you're a trade business and you're operating in a competitive market space, in a competitive environment and location, it's really important that you guys tick some of the boxes when it comes to making your website be able to stand out on the search engines. In this short video, I'm going to run through 3 things that we've done on this new website build that have taken it from where it was to where it needs to be in relation to marketing and SEO. Stay tuned. Hey guys, Matt here from Trading Web Guys, and today I'm coming at you with a case study for an electrician down in the Australian Capital Territory, or the ACT, which for those of you who don't know is right near Canberra. Now, before we get started on this case study, I want to outline some of the important things that we needed to achieve, which are going to lead us to the things that I'm about to show you. So first and foremost, the client wanted their website to represent and reflect the caliber of business that they are. They're located in a fantastic area. They've got a lot of opportunity down there, and they wanted to make sure that the website was a reflection of how professional they are as a company. Second of all, they wanted to make sure that their website had the ability to stand out on search. And what I'm going to show you is what the website looked like previously and what it looks like now. Give you a bit of an idea as to what things you might be able to do to your website to be able to improve the way it looks, both visually and of course the way that it looks towards the search engines. The 3 things that I'm going to cover off on here today are, first of all, their domain. Second of all, the importance of copywriting and having copy built out on relevant pages. And then the last thing I'm going to talk about is going to be custom media, photos, things like that. So this client's been operating for quite a long time. They're well established, but for whatever reason, when they had their original website built, their website had been built on a .com domain. This isn't the end of the world, except for the fact that they are a local business. So if you put yourself in the perspective of the search engines, typically it's quite a confusing message when you've got a service-based business that operates within a certain area and clearly in Australia. However, their domain is a .com, which is more of a global sort of asset. So from the perspective of the search engines, it can be a confusing message when somebody's typing in a search query for something relating to a location, whatever it might be, then that is not really clear and apparent they are in Australia from the level of the domain. As I said, it's not the end of the world, but in order to improve SEO, we wanted to make sure that we're equipping this company with all of the best possible opportunities that we can find, and having their website built on a .com.au, or even if it was a .au domain, doesn't really matter. We just want to make sure that people understand that this is an Australian business. As you can see here, this is their original website and it's built on a .com. Their new website over here is built on a .com.au. And what we will eventually do now that the site is live and has been indexed, we will now be able to redirect the traffic from the .com across to the .com.au. And the reason that we would do that is so that we can pass any existing traffic and any existing SEO weight to the new domain from the previous domain. The next thing I want to show you is copy, and the reason why it's so important for you guys to invest in getting the right copy built out on your relevant web pages. Now, what you typically do not want to see on your website is one service page with all of your services listed on it with nowhere to really go, or more to the point, maybe sometimes, and we're going to see here, there are service pages that have been built out, but the copy hasn't been built out in a way that's going to show up on search, and it's not really very well established. So if I swing across here to this page, they have a what we do page, and everything basically is a link. You have to go looking for their services, right? It's not directly in the navigation. So that's really a bit of a no-no. If I click on this here, it's going to take me to a smoke alarm page, but as you can see, there's next to no copy on this page. So for contrast, when we rebuilt this website, we wanted to make the web pages not only had relevant content on it, but it is also content that had been professionally copywritten, so that it does stand a chance of, first of all, aiding the reader, second of all, showing up in search. And as you can see here, this page has been written. It's all been lovely formatted with things like bullet points, and this has been statistically proven to improve readability. So you'll notice formatting, there's things like, sentence structure, and the way that we have only really 3 to 4 lines of sentence within any one paragraph, and we use bold text and images to break things up and things like that. This is all done so that we can improve the readability of the page. And as you can see here, there is content on this page, which means that now it does have a chance of showing up. And there's also FAQs on this page, which again is part of an SEO strategy. And the final thing I want to talk about here, and this is one thing that you can all start doing from today. It's really helpful from the perspective of a web developer. If you have your own imagery, and by imagery I mean things like photographs of the jobs that you've been on, perhaps photographs of clients for testimonials and that kind of thing. Yes, there are stock images available, and stock images do serve a purpose, but what I would love for you guys to really understand is the importance of being able to put a face to your business. And as you can see here, this client has done that very well. They've had photos taken, and yes, I know this might sound like a bit of an effort. In truth, it is an effort. It's an effort that pays off. And I always say to our clients, if you have the media, you can use it. But if you don't have it, you can't use it. And you're forced to use stock imagery. Now, is that the end of the world? Not really, but what it means is that at some point you must be replacing those photos with your own images. If you don't have your own photos, start taking those photos right now. You don't need a lot of equipment. You don't need a lot of skills. You don't need to be a professionally trained photographer. You just need to have a decent phone, decent smartphone. You got to make sure your lighting is decent, and that's pretty much enough to get you going. So in summary, this project has been a great success so far. We've been able to now launch this new website and kick off their SEO campaign. And the goal of the SEO campaign is to improve their visibility and move them towards the front pages and the top listings within those pages for the relevant keywords and key phrases that client needs to rank for in order to generate more inquiries and turn those inquiries into more leads. That's enough from me. If you guys want to chat about your website, head across to tradiewebguys.com.au, and please, while you're here, smash that subscribe button, give us a like on YouTube, and we look forward to sharing following project galleries and case studies and any more lessons that we've learned along the way with you.